Good day, everyone. My name is Sir Jerome M. Alib. This will be our first ever video to be uploaded in our Facebook page and also in our YouTube channel. So for today, I will discuss the methods in solving quadratic equations. So there are four different ways on how to solve quadratic equations. The first one is extracting square roots. The second one is factoring. The third one is completing the square. The fourth one is by using the quadratic formula. But for today, I will discuss the completing the square, and for our next video, let's discuss the solving quadratic equations by using quadratic formula. So without further ado, let's get started.
Are you down for this? If you're in the mood, we can take it to the moon. Just like a movie scene, table for two. No need to be fair, I want you instead.
Okay, so let's just have a quick recap, no? So always remember that the standard form of a quadratic equation is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is the coefficient of x squared, or this is the leading coefficient of the quadratic equation, and b, that is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. Okay? So kailangan nating tatandaan tong mga terms na to kasi later on magagamit natin siya. Okay. So let's proceed with our main topic for today, which is how to solve quadratic equations by completing the square. So let us define first what is completing the square. So say completing the square is a method used to solve quadratic equation by changing the form of the equation so that the left side is a perfect square trinomial. So sa completing the square, the main goal is to make the left side of the equation as a perfect square trinomial. Okay? So later on, malalaman natin kung paano gawin yan. So there are several steps, or there are 5 steps, I mean, on how to solve quadratic equation by completing the square. The first one is to write the given equation in the form of ax squared plus bx is equals to c. So this is the target form na ma-achieve natin in doing the step number 1. Step number 2, let's determine if the value of a, or the leading coefficient, is not equal to 1, then divide the terms by a. So kung si a daw hindi equal to 1, i-divide natin yung all terms by the value of a. Okay? So later on, magagamit natin yung steps na yan. Step number 3, divide the value of p by 2, then square its quotient by following this pattern. So sa step number 3, ito yung pattern na gagawin natin or susundan natin in this step. Okay? Step number 4, factor the left side of the equation and express it as a perfect square trinomial. So dito na papasok paano natin gagawing perfect square trinomial yung left side ng equation. And the last step, take the square root of both sides of the equation, then simplify. Okay? So without further ado, example agad tayo. I'm sorry. So let's just remember this let's just remember this techniques or pattern. So kapag yung middle term, no? Kapag yung middle term is positive, yung factored form niya is positive sign. Okay? On the other hand, when the middle term is negative, the factored form is negative. Okay? So again, if the middle term is positive, yung gagamitin nating sign sa pag-factor is positive. And kapag negative naman, yung magiging sign niya is negative. So later on, maintindihan natin lalo to. Okay. So let's proceed with our example number 1. Find the solution set of the quadratic equation by computing the square. X squared minus 4x minus 21 is equal to 0. So the first step, no? The first step is rewrite the quadratic equation in standard form or in the form of ax squared plus bx is equal to c. So, anong gagawin natin dito? So, take note, si constant is nasa left side. So, what can we do para lumipat siya sa right side? Of course, let's do the transposition. So, from negative 21 will become positive 21. Okay? So, that is our first step. That is the initial step. Step number 2. Take half of the coefficient b and square its quotient by following this pattern. So, yung pattern natin again, no? So, step number 2 is ax squared plus bx plus b over 2 squared is equals to c plus b over 2 squared. Okay. So, from step number 1, what is the value of a? Okay. A is equals to 1. B is equals to negative 4. And C is equal to 21. So, sa step number 2, we just take the value of B or the coefficient of x, which is negative 4, divided by 2, then squared. And also with the right side of the equation. So, kaya magiging ganito yung itsura niyan. So, what is the value of B again? That is negative 4. Okay. So, negative B, no? Negative 4 yan. Kaya naging negative 4 to. Divide by 2, then square. Follow lang natin yung pattern na meron tayo. Okay? Then equals 21 plus, same lang. Kung ano yung nilagay natin dito, ilalagay din natin dito sa right side. So, negative 4 over 2 squared. So, simplify lang natin. Negative 4 divided by 2, that is negative 2. Then square. Don't forget to square. Kasi hindi pa natin siya na simplify. And also, sa right side din, same lang din. So, negative 2 squared, or simply negative 2 times negative 2, that is positive 4. Okay? Then after that, simplify lang natin yung constant na nasa right side, which will become x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equals to 25. So that is our step number 2. So step number 3, ayan, factor the left side and simplify the right side. So since na-simplify na yung right side natin, which is na 25 na siya, factor na natin yung left side. So notice, no, yung left side natin is a perfect square trinomial na. So all we need to do is to make factored form. But remember, katulad ng sinow ko kanina, ito yun. Kung yung middle term ng left side of the equation natin is positive, therefore the factored form, the sign of the factored form is positive. Kapag negative yung sign ng middle term, we will use negative sign. So in this case, we have negative 4x. So we will use negative sign. Now, ano yung gagamitin nating number? What is the factor of 4? That is 2. Okay? X minus 2, then squared. Then just copy the constant term on the right side. Okay? Next, the fifth step, take the square root of both sides of the equation. So, square na natin to. Square of the left side and square of the right side. Hindi pwedeng, ito lang ha, hindi pwedeng siya lang i-square root mo. Dapat both sides. So, square root of x minus 2 squared and square root of 25. Na kapag in-square root natin to, yung left side of the equation will leave us x minus 2 and square root of 25 will give us positive negative 5. So remember, whenever we extract the square root of a number, regardless if it is a perfect square or not, we are required to put the positive and negative number. Okay? So let's proceed. Then after that, ipaghiwalay lang natin tong positive and negative. So yung isa is positive 5 and yung isa is negative 5. So parang ganito. Ayan. So, x minus 2, pinaghiwalay lang natin siya. Ito ang positive 5. And yung isa naman is negative 5. So, to solve for the value of x, let's transpose this negative 2 to the other side. And also with the second value. Transpose negative 2 to the other side. So, it will become 5 plus 2 and negative 5 plus 2. So, 5 plus 2, that is 7. And negative 5 plus 2, that is negative 3. So, therefore, the solution set of the equation is negative 3 up to positive 7. Let's proceed with example number 2. So, find the solution set of the quadratic equation by completing the square given the equation of 4x squared minus 32x is equals to negative 5. So, in this case, si A is not equal to 0. So, magiging iba yung solution natin dito, no? Okay. So, step number 1. Step number 1, tulad ng kanina, no? I-arrange daw natin into form of ax squared plus bx is equals to c. But since itong equation natin is as is na siya, no? Naka ax squared plus bx is equals to c na siya, di natin siya gagalawin. Let's proceed with step number 2. Now, notice, no, si a or the leading coefficient is not equal to 1. Kasi yung coefficient ni x squared is 4. So, sabi dyan, divide both sides or divide the all terms by 4. So, magiging ganito. Okay? So, 4x squared divided by 4, that will give us x squared. Negative 32x divided by 4, that will give us negative 8x. And negative 5 divided by 4, that will give us negative 5 over 4. Okay? Step number 3. So, step number 3, same with procedure na ginawa natin kanina. Take half of the coefficient b, then square its quotient by following this pattern. So, tulad ng kaninang step na ginawa natin, dinivide natin si value ng b, then i-square. So, it will become like this. Okay. In this case, what is the value of b? Very good. That is negative 8. Ayan. So, parang ganyan lang. So, negative 8 over 2 squared by following this pattern. Okay? So, kung ano yung nandito, ganun din isusulat natin dito sa right side. Next, simplify. Negative 8 divided by 2. Very good. That is negative 4. Negative 4 squared. Di pa natin tatanggalin yung squared since di pa naman natin nasisimplify. So, in this case, simplify natin si negative 4 squared. So, negative 4 squared, or that is negative 4 multiplied by negative 4, that will give us positive 16. Ayan. So, x squared minus 8x plus 16 equals negative 5 over 4 plus 16. So, sir, what's the next step? Just like earlier, we just need to simplify this first, the constant, before we proceed sa pag-factor ng left side of the equation. Okay, so let's try to solve this constant sa right side. Ayan. Simplify the constant on the right side. Ayan. So to solve this, remember, any whole number has a imaginary denominator of 1. So the LCD of 4 and 16, sorry, that is 16, typo lang, is 4. Okay? Now, ito na yun. Ito yung 4. Ayan. 4 divided by 4, that is 1, multiplied by negative 5, that is negative 5. 4 multiplied, divide by 1, times 6. 4 divided by 1, that is 4, times 16, that is positive 64. So, negative 5 plus 64, that will give us 59. Then, copy the denominator, which is 4. So, the simplified form of this constant is 59 over 4. Ayan. So, therefore, ito yung magiging equation natin bago tayo mag-proceed sa step number 3. X squared minus 8x plus 16 is equals to 59 over 4. Okay, so let's proceed with this. So again, if the middle term is positive, we will use positive sign. On the other hand, if the middle term is negative, we will use negative sign. So in this example, what is the sign of the middle term of the left side of the equation? Very good. That is negative 8x. So therefore, we are required, we'll need to use negative sign. So it will go like this. Sir, bakit naging negative 4 to? Bakit naging 4 yung number na ginamit natin? Simply divide the b by 2. So b divided by 2, that is 4. Okay? Or take the square root of 16. Square root of 16 is 4. Okay. Then just copy the right side. Okay? So na yun. So the step number 5 is take the square roots of both sides of the equation. So let's take the square root of both sides of the equation. So kapag in-square root natin tong left side, ang matitira is x minus 4 na lang. And kapag in-square natin tong right side of the equation, which is 15 over 4, it will give us this. Okay. So si 59, square root of 59 is not a perfect square. Kaya as is lang siya, square root of 59. Then since square root of 4, or 4 is a perfect square, ma-extract natin siya. So square root of 4, that is 2. And remember, tulad ng sabi ko kanina, whenever we extract a square root, we are required to write the positive and negative sign. Okay? The next step, paghiwalay natin yung sign na yan, itong positive and negative, it will give us like this. Ayan. So yung isa is positive square root of 59 over 2, and yung isa is negative square root of 59 over 2. So to finally solve for the values of x, we just need to transpose negative 4 to the other side. Ayan. So it will become positive 4. So therefore, since, ano naman to, no? Kung hindi kayo inaalaw ng teacher nyo to use calculator, pwede naman. Ito na yung magiging sagot. Pero kapag allowed naman gumamit ng calculator, you can simplify this one, then just add 4. Okay? So in this case, we will not use any calculator. Therefore, the solution set is negative square root of 59 over 2 plus 4 up to square root of 59 over 2 plus 4. Okay? So that's all for today. But before you leave, I'll just give you a quick practice. So comment on your answer. Let's check kung tama yan. Okay? So that's all for today. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy. I hope you learned for today. Okay? That's all for today, Kamath. See you in our next video. Goodbye.
You're in the mood.